Guys, Hamad Benaicha here from undoit.ca. If you are located anywhere in Canada and if you have a MacBook that has liquid damage, that has a broken LCD, the MacBook with a GPU problem, a MacBook that doesn't turn on, a MacBook that does not charge, a MacBook with no backlight, a MacBook with a USB-C, USB, HDMI ports not working, MacBook that needs a new trackpad, a new keyboard, or a MacBook with a lock on it, whatever it is, you name it, we can undo it. I hope you will enjoy the next video repair. Thanks for watching. Okay, today we have a MacBook Pro 15-inch, early 2013. You can tell by just looking at the size of the camera here. And this machine, the user wants a new battery and he also wants a new trackpad because the trackpad is actually jumping all over the place. The mouse is jumping all over the place. So we're going to replace the trackpad and the battery. The replacement of the battery is pretty much the same for the 15-inch. 2013, 2014, and 2015. It's pretty much the same procedure. Okay, the trackpad is slightly different in 2015, but the procedure to remove the battery is pretty much the same. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first of all, we're gonna remove the two screws over here. There you go, that's one. That's two. And of course, the first thing you always do once you remove the back cover of the MacBook, always you unplug the battery first, okay, before you do anything. As I discussed it in so many different videos, so because if it's live, the battery is plugged in and you drop the screwdriver or you drop a screw like that, you will actually you could see sparkles. So always unplug it. When it's unplugged, you cannot do anything wrong. I mean, meaning unless you scratch the board, but if you drop anything on it, it should be safe. Okay. So to remove the battery, okay, the easiest way, okay, and I've done hundreds of those, okay, you might need some alcohol, okay, and use a spatula like this one over here, okay, that's what we're gonna use, and it's the best method. So I'm just gonna put some alcohol like this, okay, over here, because it's a double tape, okay, it's not really glue. People think the battery is glued, but it's not, it's a double tape. It's pretty strong, okay. So I also use some directly on the spatula. There you go. Okay, again, I've done quite a lot of those, so now I'm pretty much used to it. Okay. If it's your first time, you might want to be gentle. Okay, and I will show you where to be gentle, especially in this area over here. Okay, you don't want to break the keyboard cable or the trackpad cable. Okay, so we'll remove those two sides first. Okay, there you go. That one too. There you go. Now, that's the most delicate part. You want to be a bit, you'll see once you completely remove that the cables are already here, okay? There's no real danger to it, but always be gentle. And that's for this model. Every model is different, like as I said, but the 15-inch, this is model A1398 and 1398, okay? And they are very similar, 2013, 2012, 13, 14, okay? So I need a little bit more alcohol. Okay. Okay. One more to go. There you go, done. Okay, completely out. So I'm just going to put this in the recycle bin. Okay, so now to replace the trackpad is under here. Okay, it's a little bit tricky to remove it, but like everything else, once you do so many of them, you know what tool to use and what's the best way to go about it. So in my case, I use this tweezer. Okay, it's a little bit curved over here, so it's a bit easier to pull on the thing here. But again, there is double tape underneath, so it's not that simple to remove. There you go. Voila, done. So okay, now this is why it's jumping all over the place, because you can see there was liquid damage in here. So the liquid probably went underneath here, and that's why now the mouse is acting like, you know, acting up. So we're just gonna replace it. And, that's pretty much it. So with the screwdriver. Like this. Be gentle not to break the cable, because when you buy new trackpads, they don't come with the cables. Okay, so just be very careful with that. There you go, done. Okay, removed. Just gonna put it aside. Now I'm gonna bring the new trackpad. Okay, so this trackpad has already been tested, so every time I get new equipment, I test them, okay, on working machines, and I put a sticker so I know for the future that it has been tested and it's working properly. Okay, because there's chances I could buy something that's faulty, and if you don't test it before, and then you put back everything, the glue and everything, the double tape and everything, so just to realize it's not working properly, it's time wasted, and so headaches and stuff like this. Okay, so always try to get in the habit to test things first, okay, if you can. Okay, now what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna clean up this a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, it's a bit dirty, so I'm gonna clean it with alcohol again. Okay, and make it as clean as possible so we can put the new one on the side here too. Okay. Okay, sorry, you're not probably seeing what I'm doing, but basically I'm just trying to clean all the corners possible. Okay, an easy way, if you don't have a second machine, to test the trackpad you just bought, well, basically what you do, you install it, okay, you install the trackpad, and then before you put back the battery, that's when you test it. Okay, make sure it's working properly, and then you can put the battery back. Okay, so to put the trackpad back, go underneath. See those two dents over here? It goes in here, and then you set it down properly. Okay, use a screwdriver. I like to use a magnet so I don't lose my screws. And here you go. So put it back. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over. Look at it, make sure it's aligned properly, because some cases people might want to send it back and say, oh, it's not aligned properly. So make sure it's as aligned as possible. There is no huge gap in here or in here. In this case, it looks pretty good. Okay, so I can go ahead and put the other screws. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay, put the clip back. Okay, so even though I tested this trackpad already, and I know it's good because I put already a sticker, I'm just gonna test it again one more time, and I'm gonna need my hard drive because I don't have the client's password, so I'm gonna use my hard drive. Okay, I'm gonna test it together, so make sure it's working, make sure it's not jumping all over the place, and if it's good, we'll put the double tape back and close the job. Okay. Okay. Perfect. There you go. So the mouse is moving, which is a good sign. Just wait for it to fully boot. Yeah. Double click. Make sure it opens up. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so yeah, looks good. So we can go ahead and close the job. So I'm going to shut it down. There you go, fully shut it down. There you go, perfect. So put it back. There you go. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put double tape, okay, all over the place here. We'll close the job. So this is where you want to put some tape. So you want some over here. Make sure you don't touch the trackpad. Huh? Okay. So where there was old tape, try to put it back where it was there before. Okay. There you go. Okay, if you're not sure, you can always look at the bottom there where there was tape, okay, and you just compare and you do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to use this one because it's a bit thicker. Okay, I'm not going to put any over here because you don't want it to touch and then get stuck. Okay. There you go. Okay. Some over here. Okay, perfect. So now we're just gonna use a tweezer, remove the thing there. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put back the protector here, protective sheet. Okay. Okay. Make sure you put some pressure on it for the double tape to hold. Okay, that's it. So now we can put back the battery. Okay, so now I have a brand new battery. Okay, I already tested it. Okay, so I know it's fine and it's working, but I'm gonna test it again so you guys can see it and see what I'm looking at to make sure it's good. So before we glue it, okay, feed because it's still there. The thing is still there, so we're just gonna do it that way. Okay, so and then I'm gonna hold it like this with my fingers, 2 thumbs over here, until I finish testing it. Okay, so there you go. Let's power it up. Okay, so there you go. There you go. So, a few things you gotta look at. Okay, first of all, we're gonna look over here. Make sure it's charging. As we can see here, it is charging. Okay, the battery is almost fully charged, but it's charging. Okay. Secondly, you're gonna go under here, click on About this Mac. Click System Report, and then go to the power. Okay, now that will tell you it's a cycle count 1. It will be either 1 or 0 or 2. Okay, this is brand new, so 0, 1. Okay, and then you want to look at the full charge capacity. Okay, in my case here it says 8,935. Okay, which is really good. Usually it's around 6,000. If it's over 6,000, it means that it will hold the charge for a few hours. Okay, if it's under 6,000, it's starting to drop the charge capacity. Okay, but normally it's around 6,500. This is a really good quality battery. Okay, that's why it's so high. Okay, and the condition is normal. Okay, which is totally the way it should be. So now always try to double check the battery first before you remove the old battery. Okay, in my case I had to remove the old battery no matter what, because I was going to put a new trackpad, so I had to remove it. Otherwise I would not remove the battery until I test the new battery first. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So you look at those numbers. If it says exactly what it says here, or at least over 6,000, a cycle count 1, and it says normal, so you can go ahead and install the battery. Okay, so I'm going to shut it down. Okay, now don't be surprised if you buy a new battery and it says replace now or condition battery, and it's asking you to replace the battery, or it says there is something wrong with the battery. If you send an error message, don't be surprised, it does happen, even a brand new battery. Okay. Okay, so here you go. I'm gonna unplug it. I'm gonna remove the battery. Okay, and that's it. So yeah, so as I mentioned, let's say I was only going to replace a battery, so I will leave the old battery and I will put it on top of the old battery. I will plug it in and test it before I install it. Okay, but now that I know everything is good, I can go ahead and put it in. Okay, now we're getting the double tape. Okay, as you can see over here, there is every new battery comes with double tape. Okay, I find that over the years, okay, doing this for so long, that sometimes this double tape doesn't hold very well. Okay, so what I do now, which I never had any problem since, that I use my own double tape. I put some old double tape like this, and then this double tape will stick on the other double tape, and it won't move again. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. So basically what I do, I would put some double tape over here, and this normally I would clean it, but this is pretty clean. There is no peeling or anything like that, so it's pretty clean. Okay, if you see it peeling or if it's very thick, you can always pull on it and remove it. In this case, it's so thin because when I removed the spatula was so sharp that it actually cut through it. Okay, so there's no need for me to completely remove the rest. Okay, because it will not come out. Okay, so I'm gonna put the double tape this way. And again, you don't have to do what I'm doing right now, but I'm just doing it. So I want to make sure that the battery doesn't move, okay? Again, I'm just going based on experience, okay, and years of experience. I noticed that if I don't do that, often one of them will come loose, and then when the person moves the MacBook around, you hear clapping noise, and you wonder, oh my God, what's going on? Okay, so that's why I like to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to pressure it a little bit like that. Okay, all good. Okay, now we're going to remove it. Okay. Okay, so just going to remove the top. Okay, now we're going to remove the bottom one. Okay, now you have to be gentle if you don't want to remove the double tape. Sometimes it comes out too. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're just going to align it. Okay, make sure the screws go easily back. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to put the 2 screws. There we go, 1. 2. Okay, good. Okay, all good, all protected, there is nothing showing, okay. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So one more time, I'm gonna test it one more time. I'm gonna also put some pressure on each one here for the double tape to stick. There you go. All done. Let's try one more time. Okay, all good. Okay, Power. There you go, all good. All done. Okay, so now I'm gonna put back the back cover. Okay, put the guarantee sticker, and then I'm gonna clean up this area a little bit. Okay, so you can use a little bit of Windex on the paper towel. Never spray directly here. Spray a little bit, just a little bit, and try not to touch the trackpad, just to clean up this area over here. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So let's put the back cover. If I can find it, where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. Actually, let me do something quickly here. Clean it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, all good. Let's put it back. Excuse me. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. Okay, it's all good. Actually, you know what? It's missing there's one of them. It came only with one anyway, so I'm gonna put this back here. It's not really important, but just gonna put it there. Okay, now we're gonna put the screws back in. Okay, on the screws, you gotta be careful. There's some of them there's very small. There's two that are actually very small, smaller than the others anyway. It's hard to tell here, but those are actually larger. Those are for the back. Okay, don't try to force them. Force a big one in there. Okay, so otherwise you will not sit flat. Okay. So this is basically how you replace a battery and a trackpad on a MacBook Pro 15-inch model A1398, and this procedure, as I said, is the same for the model year 2012, 2013 and 2014, exactly the same. Okay, the batteries on the other hand, be careful, the batteries for the 2012, early 2013 is not the same battery as the 2013, late 2013, 2014, and for the 2015. They have 3 different batteries. They do not fit, okay? So just be aware of that. Okay, so here you go, we're done. So now I'm just gonna put my warranty sticker. It comes with 6-month warranty. There you go, put it right on top of the screw, okay? And that's how you replace the battery and the trackpad, again, on the model A1398. Donc voilà, j'espère que vous avez appris pas mal de choses aujourd'hui. Si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas à me contacter. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to contact me. And until see you in the next video. Thank you very much.